Hi there, Trevor here from Double Bill Movies. Right, so this is episode 3 of mine and Bumper's Video Nasties, the third series, the 39. So obviously, first two we done were Absurd and Anthropophagus the Beast. So this one is Axe. So this is from Severin, and this is basically a double feature. So the director, Frederick Friedel, who actually stars in Axe. Basically, this is a second film of his, and what he's done on this release is basically edit them together for one film. But you do get to watch both movies separate. So of course I just watched Axe, and Bumper found a way to watch it, I think under one of its other names of, is it California Axe Massacre? So yeah, I shall read Bumper's thoughts out first. Right, so Axe, some positives. Tense scene in the garage. Basically, yes, they turn up to a fuel station, and they're not very nice to the woman who's working there. Some dark humour. Yes, there is some pretty sick and twisted humour in this, but also short running time. So that's a positive for Bumper. So negatives. No character development, maybe because of the runtime, there wasn't the time to really develop the characters, but that's what he felt like. Bumper didn't seem to think there was a plot, and he found the score, the music, strange. So, and obviously we've got our questions. Did it feel like a video nasty? Bumper has put, yes. It had a cheap, grainy, exploitive feel like you would find in Last House on the Left or I Spit on Your Grave. Then the other question, should it have been a video nasty? And Bumper says no. The violence is very minimal, and the rape scene is only ever threatened. Yeah, so it's, you know, the guy tries to enact his desires on the young girl, but she sorts that out. Basically, he said it was a watered down version of what you see in the above mentioned films, where if you've seen either I Spit on Your Grave or Last House on the Left, then you know what we're talking about. So the third question, should modern horror fans watch this? Bumper says, I'd say no. It says there isn't much here worth exploring, and what it does offer has been done better in other movies. So basically saying don't waste your time. So he's got a little summary. So I just didn't want to stop the laptop going to sleep. So the summary is: zero character building and a forced, almost non-existent plot make this movie nearly unwatchable. However, during certain scenes it has a dreamlike folk horror feel about it, and during this aesthetic I was captivated by the on-screen main character. The score ranges from fantasy sounding string instruments to synth heavy sounds, which was a bit jarring also. One good tense scene early on in the garage, but the acting and editing is so bad it makes the scene almost laughable, which is a shame because it could have been a scene that got under his skin. So yeah, basically this film didn't really work for Bumper, and that's fair enough. That's why we're doing this. He's giving it a score, pretty low score. He's giving it 4 out of 10. So what are my thoughts? When I watched this the other night, it was actually the second time I watched this in about 2 weeks, because I watched it fairly soon after I got this release, but for the purpose of our series, the 39, you know, I thought, well, I'd watch it again, and it was good to sort of refresh my memory. So, positives. I like the way it looks. I like the gritty, grainy nature of it. I think it's a 16mm shot film. I think it has everything that the image I get in my head when I hear the term video nasty. I think it has everything in it. No, it's not as brutal as some, but so it does come under the video nasty moniker for me very well. So any other positives? I think it was actually quite well put together for, I'm guessing, a low budget, a very early film in the director's career. So from that perspective, I think it was quite nicely put together. And you know, you only get better with practice, don't you? So negatives, yes, I suppose actually there could have been a bit more character development, but apart from that, if I'm in the right mood, there aren't really any more negatives. So that's about it, really. So to me, did it feel like I was watching a video nasty? Well, I think I basically just answered that, and so the answer is yes. It's, you know, to me, it sort of belongs on the list. And watching it, yes, I feel like I'm watching a video nasty. It's a little bit crude in places, but that's all right. A lot of these films are. So should it be a video nasty? In some ways, the fact that violence against women was definitely one of the major criteria that the BBFC took as, well, if that's in the film, then it's going to get banned, basically. And, you know, I could understand that. There were clearly women working at the BBFC, and, you know, none of us want to, well, clearly some people do, but I definitely don't want to ever witness violence against women. It's wrong, totally wrong. But, you know, this is a movie, and these things did happen, and will happen, unfortunately. So yes, Bumper's right in that the depiction of the abuse is done in a much more mild way than I Spit on Your Grave or Last House on the Left. So it was a bit of a long answer, that, wasn't it? Should it have been a video nasty? I'm in two minds. So yes and no. So should modern horror fans check it out? Well, probably not. But if you're sort of sick of watching all the current range of horror films, and think, no, I want to try something gritty. This is gritty, but it's not too horrendous. So if you want to try something that's, you know, a lot of the more modern films are more sort of politically correct, and but, you know, if you want to, it's kind of they're all kind of historical documents, really. The fashion and just a sort of a sign of the times, and what young filmmakers were thinking. So from that respect, yes. But if you're just a fan of horror films in general and only really modern ones, then no. So my summary would be, I like the film. It's very short. It's only 67 minutes long, so an hour and 7 minutes. And if you're feeling pretty tired but you really want to get a film in, then, you know, you can put it on and you can enjoy the film. And with the second one, Kidnapped Co-Ed, if I get a bit closer, there we go. with them being edited together, basically the same lead male is in both films, and you can't watch it without the director telling you why he's done it. And basically what it says is he's pretending that they're twin brothers, but they never knew they were twin brothers, separated at birth, and they just happened to kind of go on a bit of a killing spree on the same day. So I've yet to watch that version, but I'm looking forward to doing that. So I think Bloodbath is the next film that Bumper and I will be watching. So if you're enjoying our little series, the 39, make sure you like and subscribe. I've set a little playlist to start it. I've started a playlist basically, so this episode will be attached to it as well. So if you just come across this video and you haven't seen part 1 and 2, go and find the playlist. I'll put a link in the description below. So the next episode, Bloodbath, will be on Bumper's channel. So if you're not a subscriber to Bumper's channel, then get over to Bumper's Movies, give him a sub, say hi to him. He's got some cool videos, so yeah, you need to go and check them out, and then you'll know when the 4th episode for the 39 comes out, because it won't be on my channel, it'll be on his channel. So that's how we're doing this series. We're both watching the films at the same time, and then we alternate who does the video for it. So anyway, that's the end of that episode. So take it easy and see you on the next one. Hi there, Trevor here from Double Bill Movies. Right, so it's time for mine and Bumper's shit.